Aloha everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel. And today, I'm off from work today and I had all sorts of plans, but it's kind of turned out to be one of those lazy days where I didn't really leave the apartment. I've done some recording and some things with music this morning, and then I just was sort of laying around the house today, and it's late in the afternoon now. I'm having I need a little pick-me-up afternoon tea here. So I figured, well, I might as well make another video since I'm not going to be leaving the house for a while anyway. We are up to the letter W in my Hawaiian record collection, and it's a red letter day, because we are coming up on a group that was very influential to me, and that's very near and dear to my heart, so I'll be happy to present them to you. But first, let's get started with some other records. Here's a bit of an update. This album, of course, we've already covered the letter S, and this is a recent acquisition. This is a 1977 German album called Blue Hawaii Party by Hugo Strauser and his dance orchestra, and it has kind of some of the standard Hawaiian tunes, Little Grass Shack and such, and then some original ones, Golden Moonlight of Hawaii, Tahiti Holiday, Kalolo. And it is it's sort of a typical European dance orchestra with steel guitar kind of thing. Now back to the W's, we pick up with, this also is a German album, Paradise Island, Hawaii, by the Waikiki Beachcombers. A nice picture from the Kodak Hula show there on the cover. This one also has mostly the standard songs and some German Hawaiian standards. One song in particular I really loved. You know when you find an album or a song sometime and you sort of become obsessed with it and you play it all the time? Well, this song, Commit, I don't know how you say it, Commit near Nak Tahiti, or Come With Me to Tahiti. It's a beautiful song, and I love their arrangement, and I was sort of obsessed with it and played it on my little portable MP3 player all the time while I was walking around for, I think, nearly a year or so after I got it. I love that song. Also notable on here, their rendition of Hawaiian War Chant is really groovy and super amazing and very, very cool. This is the Waikiki Hula Boys on Columbia Records. Hula is the name of the album. This is also released with a different cover that I've seen a lot of, a more cartoonish drawing of a hula woman in front of an erupting volcano. I don't know who the Waikiki Hula Boys are. It's an instrumental album, but pretty much to me sounds like Danny Stewart's lineup of musicians. Danny Stewart on steel guitar. I don't know exactly who, but some combination of them. And now we come up to a very special group. So now we're up to one of my favorite groups of all the record collection. They're called the Waikikis, and they are actually from Belgium. I know some of you may think, how could a group from Belgium be your favorite Hawaiian group? But I really love them. I was introduced to them when I was very young, and for me, the sound of the Waikikis, somehow in my mind, as a young child, just encapsulated the image to me of what it would be like to live in Honolulu, because I always thought of Honolulu as, I knew it was a city, and I imagined this, gleaming city by the sea where people from the Pacific Islands and Asia and people from Europe all lived, and it was this very vibrant, tropical environment. And the sound of the Waikikis just really embodied that for me. So let's get into some of their records, and I'll tell you more about that. So when I was a young child in upstate Horseheads, New York, my Aunt Betty and I went to the department store one day, I believe it was the Grand Way department store that had a record department. And I picked out this record and she bought it for me. And This record changed my life, I have to tell you. Hawaii Beach Party by the Waikikis. I loved the cover. And for many years, you know when you're a kid how you think things strangely, or things make sense to you in a weird way. The photographer, I don't know if you can read that, but the cover photographer was Guy Fong. And somehow in my mind, my child's mind, I thought that was Gail Fong. I thought it was Gail Fong, and that's who the cover model was. So I grew up just thinking, oh, Gail Fong, you know, referencing that name in my head all the time. But anyway, the Waikikis are actually from Belgium. They are known for a hit recording, 45 RPM, called Hawaii Tattoo, that was a big hit in Europe, also made the top 40 in the United States. But this album came after that, but it was the first introduction I had to the Waikikis, and I just became obsessed with them. Like, I loved their music. It sounded to me like what I thought living in Hawaii would be like. My favorite song from this album as a kid was the song Waikiki Parade. When I listen to it now, I think, wow, it was kind of dumb that was my favorite song, because it's really just a bunch of women going Hawaii, Hawaii over and over again. But I was obsessed with it, man, obsessed, and I do still love playing it today. Lots of great songs on this album. What I loved about the Waikikis especially is they wrote almost all of their own music. There are a few albums that they have some of the standard tunes, but probably about 80% of what is on all of their albums is original material that they themselves wrote and recorded, and I love the music. I have to say, I'm not a star obsessed person. I have met some famous people. It doesn't affect me at all, but man, I would just die to meet some of the Waikikis. I don't even know if they're still alive. They were recording in the 60s. I don't know if they ever came here. I don't know if they had any connection whatsoever, but I would love to meet some of the Waikikis, and I really don't know a lot about them because there just isn't. They were a studio band, you know what I mean? So there's not much information out there about them. Next album I got from them was the hit album, Hawaii Tattoo by the Waikikis. Again, great songs. Mauna Loa, March of the Beachcombers, great stuff. I also have a version of Hawaii Tattoo. This is the stereo or mono, one of these. This is the mono version. You'll notice on the back there is a misprint. Hawaii Kai is the title. I have also seen it occasionally on the cover, Hawaii Kai, as a misprint. I don't know what the story is. They never changed the name of the song Hawaii Tattoo to Hawaii Kai. I don't know. So I don't know, but I from time to time have seen this misprint of Hawaii Kai instead of Hawaii Tattoo. Also interesting is this is the stereo version. This is a mono version, and I never, really, until I got into it later on, understood what a difference it could make to have a stereo version and a mono version, because sometimes they really change it. Like in the stereo version, and when you play Hawaii Tattoo, there's an organ part throughout the song. There's an organ playing. On the mono version, which was what you heard on the radio as the hit 45, you can't hear the organ at all except the very beginning. It's just not there. Likewise, there's a song Tiki Tiki Puka that in the mono version, which is what I think I originally had growing up, there's a drumming section in the middle of that song. If you have the stereo version in the middle of Tiki Tiki Puka, there is the same drumming, but there is a voiceover that is completely missing from the mono version. You don't hear the voiceover at all. Interesting, yeah? Okay. Pearly shells from Hawaii. This would be, I'm showing them in the order that they actually came to me in my collection. So this is where I'm still a kid during this time. This one I picked up somewhere at like a Woolworth, I think, when it was new. Pearly shells from Hawaii, the Waikikis. This has more standard songs on it. Song of the Islands and I'll Remember You and such. Although Hawaiian Fever, really a great song, and Hawaiian March. You might recognize Hawaiian March. Some people may recognize Hawaiian March because it was used by SpongeBob Square. Somebody did a SpongeBob's Princey Paul Prince, somebody, I don't know, did a song for SpongeBob SquarePants. This was the song, Hawaiian March, that they used as the instrumental sort of backdrop part of that song. Yeah, nice version of I'll Remember You also on here. And then kind of another album in the same vein that was from them, Greatest Hits from Hawaii, the Waikikis, Beyond the Reef. These are all standard songs, nothing original on this album. Then finally today I will show you this one, which is a taste of Hawaii, the Waikikis. Most of these that you've seen are on Cap Records. Cap Records did the American releases of the Waikikis albums. They were, as I said, a group from Belgium. Their original releases were on Palette Records, which you will see from time to time. You'll also see many European labels in England and other parts of Europe release their albums because they were quite popular. So you'll see them on eBay and such with many different covers under many different labels, but it will be the same album. This album has some great originals on it too. On Kauai Beach, Hawaiian Gigolo, Hawaiian Drums, The Girl from Hawaii, I love that song. And in fact, here is, I don't have a lot of the duplicates on different labels of these albums because what really is the point? I mean, I don't need 20 versions of it. But this is one I picked up somewhere a long time ago, cheaply. A Taste of Hawaii, same record as this. And this is on a British label, Marble Records or something. Yeah, but it's the same album. But you'll see it all the time. Now, we do have some more Waikikis to come, but we're going to stop there and do some needle drops. Check out some of this music. Well, I hope you enjoyed that look into the Waikikis and my Hawaiian record collection. Plenty more to come, and I hope you join me for the next video on Hawaiian records. There's a parade that's coming up in another hour or two, couple hours. Maybe I'll go to if I get up the energy. I don't even know if I have the energy to leave the apartment today. I don't know. I do love a parade in Waikiki, though.